We're starting to warm up a little bit, getting back to Houston. Normally kind of talk after the game, so it's been a while now since we played that game. Seemed like that game was forever, but did a lot of good things as we talked about then. All three phases, kind of contributed to it. Needed to finish. We've talked a lot about not being able to finish. The guys finished. So, again, a lot of positives today. The players won't be in today, but eventually we've, of course, moved on to the Jaguars quickly. They're playing excellent football. Four of the last five, whatever they're playing. Offensively, of course, Lawrence is playing good. Their offense is. Defensively, they're playing well. Got himself in a position to win our division. Injury-wise, we, from the game, we had a few. Everybody's getting better. Some of the players that didn't play last week, like Kenyon Green, hopefully they'll be available for us. I'll take your questions.
You look at the way Obo's played, especially since week 13. What have you seen from him now that he's full-time defensive end and he's going to have to go back?
Consistent play, starting off with that. Once you get in the starting lineup, you expect it to play like a starter. And he's been outstanding, really, with his play. He has rushed the passer well, plays hard, has made plays in the running game too. Just his overall play has been very good. So that's what we've seen from him. He's practices that way. He's just enjoying playing football right now.
You mentioned, winning your division. You've spoken about other goals throughout the year. Why is that one particularly one that you've selected and important to you?
Well, even if we were undefeated right now, we would be talking about the first thing you have to do is win your division. I mean, there's a reason why you're in a division. So that group of people that you align with, you want to be the best in it. And where we are in our season right now, we understand what our record is, but as you looking for some positives as we build going forward, but to have a winning record against the division says a lot. Hey, our division champion could end up winning it all, for that matter, and for us to have a chance. We're 2-1-1 right now in our division with an opportunity to go 3-1-1. That's big for our guys. I know they're going to show up this week and continue to play hard like they've been doing.
And whenever you look at your team versus how it could get better, when you look at, do you ever evaluate based on other teams, and if so, is there a greater emphasis on the teams within the division and seeing how you match up? And I don't know, I'm just curious about that.
Well, no, I mean, you're trying to play you're trying to match up against the team that's on your schedule, but yes, but you do go back to the division. Yes, I think you always go back to your division. And for us, we go back from the division, you go to the AFC side before the NFC side. You want to match up good against those opponents first. Absolutely. That's how it's always been. We put a big emphasis on winning the division. All those things, yes, it's never changed for me, and it won't.
You guys you've had success with people stepping up when someone's injured. Talk about having a guy like Brandon Cooks back on Sunday and how does that help?
Just injuries in general first, Kim, yes. I mean, that is coach talk. It's next guy up. That's our mindset, and that has been the case. It's been evident this year on how we have at all positions. But you have some players that it's the reason why you pay them as much as you do. Brandon's one of the best receivers in football, so when he's not playing, we're going to miss that. So to get him back into the mix this past week, he made his presence known. Outstanding from start until the finish, finishing up with that big play. In order for that big play to happen, can't tell you how good a job the offensive line did. Losing guys, two starters not in there, at the time. But Davis Mills too. I mean, he was under pressure to be able to give Brandon a catchable ball, and great play by him.
Lovie, I know it can be, in sports, a bit of a cliche, but the way y'all played, the way you finished, carry over momentum, can there be some carry over to Sunday's game against Jacksonville?
Well, I think, yes, I think as you look at how you're playing during a period of the season, there are different periods, different seasons to a year. There's different periods, too, I think. We're not the same team that we started off with back there. Played a lot of young players. They've gotten better. Just figuring out exactly everybody's role right now. And as you look, and it's just not this game carrying over. It's been a few weeks now where we've been playing pretty good football. I think everybody is noticing that. And, again, we have 2 more great opportunities. It's not like we played clean, totally clean, perfect game this past week. So there's some things for us to clean up. That's why I'm anxious to get back on the practice field, going back through that same routine.
Is the second?
Lovie, when you look at the start of the fourth quarter, you get a corralment on Derrick Henry, and then Jake Hansen knocks out the ball and gives you the points to set up the field goal. Where have you seen him improve from his time in Illinois to being a special teams gunner to kind of seeing meaningful reps as a rotational linebacker with it?
Well, I know Jake as well as I know anybody probably on our team. Seen him grow up from there. He's heard that message that we're giving. Some of the players are hearing it for the first time. He's heard that message quite a few times, and he buys into it. Games are the winner. You look at the turnover ratio most weeks. It's been like it for a long period of time. Some people really buy into that. That was a takeaway. Running back had the ball secured. Plays like that can give the team momentum, which had happened for us.
Did you feel like that moment was where the momentum shifted towards you guys? Over
There were some big moments in it. We had a turnover, and they got the ball on the positive side. We stopped them 4 downs. That was a big series. But they had the ball driving during that time. That was definitely big for us. Really kind of, set that momentum, finish up that momentum that we had.
Is the second game in a row where Davis has performed well in goal-to-go, red zone scenarios? What does that reveal to you about him as a quarterback? Y'all went specifically with him in packages, no Driscoll and goal-to-goal at that point. What has he shown you in the last couple of weeks? And
He's made plays. I mean, that's what we're looking for from the quarterback position. Looking for him first to protect the ball. It's always about ball security, and we still will continue to work on securing it as a runner. But what we needed from our quarterback position, Davis, at that moment, we needed a drive, and he had to hit some clutch passes in tight windows, and he did that right up until that final touchdown pass. So what that's showing us, that's growth right there. As you just look at another young player that's taken steps. He took a step back. Hey, Davis, let's take a step back. He did that. Learned some things from that moment and is making the most of this second opportunity.
When a fumble is recovered for a touchdown, does that offer any forgiveness in a scenario when you're grading a quarterback, or is that still kind of the same flat line on ball security?
It's same flat line on ball security. Davis fumbled the ball. He can't do that. The forgiveness part is the hugging part comes with Rick Burkhead for getting in there and recovering the fumble. He gets the double pluses and all of that. But we ask the guys to play hard and until the whistle blows. So that's what just running to the ball, pursuing to the football can do for you. And if you keep pounding the rock, it normally cracks a little bit. And if you keep just working hard, breaks go your way. We've had the ball bounce to the opponent a few times, so it was about time for it to go our way.
Lovie, throughout the season, you've been talking about some of your younger players, how they need to play better, like Christian Harris and Jalen Petrie. Where do you think you've seen the most improvement, or what's impressed you most about how they've played the last few weeks?
Well, DP, we see them, getting better. They've been getting better, but still, I mean, those, young player mistakes have continued to happen. But you have to go through the process a little bit, too, and get to the end of the game and see how they handle it there at the end when the pressure is really on. Pressure was on. Rookie Jake got the ball out. Pressure's on. Rookie Christian Harris. That was a tough, especially when you can't feel your fingers to be able to catch that. If he had caught it cleanly, he might have scored with it. And then, of course, Petrie. So that's the growth on them making plays to finish out a game. And, again, all their future is bright. And there's so many other guys I can talk about that's making plays. Blake Cashman continues to play in his role. Malik Collins is playing with Jerry Hughes. There's just so many guys. And how the offensive line, though, I mean, we lost some big pieces there during the game. And for them to step up and to block that defensive line said a lot.
Would you give out a game ball? You have all these different.
Yes, we give out game balls. You know, we had to get back to that routine and look at, again, on what the qualifications were. It's been a while since we've given out one. But, yes, we give out, one offense, defensive, and special teams game ball. And you're probably going to ask me who it is. We haven't told them yet, so we'll wait for them first.
Lovie, coming off a win, it's been a while that you guys have been showing progress and coming close. What do you expect the reaction to be from your guys when you get back Wednesday? Do you think they're going to play more relaxed now that you got that win?
I think they've been acknowledging what has been happening. I'm talking about good and the bad. We just hadn't been able to finish. So I think they're going to acknowledge the good and the bad, but how we finish and that game. But it's two more opportunities for us to, Randy, for us to take more steps. I mean, and back to the division games. I mean, we have history. I mean, this is a team that could represent our division that we're getting a chance to play. So to finish up the season like that is big. So I know the guys are going to be pumped up. And then also, I mean, we haven't won at home yet. Get an opportunity to finish it up the right way in front of our home crowd that's really been patient with us, and they deserve to see a good showing.
We'll take a few more.
You mentioned Jerry Hughes a little bit. What about him has allowed his defensive line to get better throughout the season?
I think first, Kenyon Jackson and, of course, Jacques Cesare, they're doing a great job. Our defensive line coaches are coaching them up. But they need, one of the guys in the group, too. And that's Jerry's role. I mean, Jerry and Mario, they played a long time, and just how the tempo they set in the room with everything that the defensive line does. And when you see a player that's been playing as long as Jerry playing that way, I mean, you have to up your game. So he has just been nothing short of outstanding all year. Not with what he's saying and telling the guys to do, but what they see him doing in all situations. So anxious for him to finish it up the right way, to be acknowledged a little bit, as a Pro Bowl alternate too, It kind of says what the rest of the league says about him too.
Lovie, with the way the concussion protocol works, you have that extra day because you have a Saturday game. Is there any chance you think that Titus, Jimmy, could make it back in time? And how is Titus feeling?
They're feeling, of course, they're feeling well, feeling good, all that. And, I mean, you can't start the process. We've been evaluating them, and, I mean, both of them felt really good, of course, after the game. So, again, we have a concussion protocol that we put the players through, and if they're ready to go, we'll, of course, be ready for them to go. If they're not, we'll wait until they're completely healthy and ready to play.
Lovie, 2 sacks in the last 4 weeks, and they'll lose guys like Titus and Jimmy. What have you seen from the offensive line, especially with Hop in practice? Have you seen differences from what he's been going up with the approach? And just when you see that continuity where backups can step up and play like starters, does that give you a boost of confidence in the last 2 years?
I mean, George and Hal have been coaching the guys up the same way. They coach them hard throughout. Their detail, the expectations in the room, they're high, all of that. And you practice for moments. I mean, there's a reason why we dress 8 offensive linemen. Injuries can happen. You have to be ready at any moment. Not just at your position, but to also move in the way Titus has done the last couple of weeks. So a lot of things we're talking about right now, especially offensively, is kind of based on what that offensive line has done. Pass blocking for great, seemed like about the last month, there's been somebody that's been on that all-pro team, or a couple of them, whatever, but they just keep stepping up, and the protection has really been good lately. Thank you.
Thank you.